Hey guys, and welcome to another tutorial for JcInventory. My name's Jack, and today we're going to be looking at how to add structs or variables to the attribute struct. So, blueprint structs are a little bit unstable in the current version of Unreal. 4.7 is what I'm using. And often you'll find that when you add variables to structs, certain pins become disconnected. I can't confirm that this is always set in the same way or it'll behave in the same way because it is a bug with Unreal, but I am going to go through how I personally deal with adding variables to structs, and hopefully this will be helpful. So, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to find our struct that we're going to add to. I recommend only adding to the attribute struct. So that's in here, and you'll find JC item attributes. So this is things that characterize the item. And for the purpose of this demonstration, we're going to be adding in a actor class, and the purpose of this class would be to say which item is going to be added to the hands of the player when he equips it in the primary slot. So the first thing we want to do is make a new variable and call it equip actor. We're going to make it an actor class, and we're good to go. So now we're just going to play test for bugs and see how stable the addition of the variable was. Okay, so that's a good start, but typically what happens is that, as you can see, the system is now broken. It breaks typically in 3 different places, or at least for myself. So I'm just going to save all the structs and everything that's been changed. And then we're going to go to the first place where I suspect Unreal has disconnected the pin. So the first thing we noticed was when we grabbed an item, it didn't have an icon. So that's a very good place to start, and we're going to look at the JC item slot. The JC item slot is each individual square of the JC inventory or tile. And if we open up its graph and go to drag and drop, you've got on drag detected. This is the code for what happens when we detect a drag. So it should be fairly easy to find if we have lost a pin, and here we go. So get item slot item data is no longer connected to the widget that we're creating for the item. Okay. So that's a great start, and let's go ahead and see what impact that had on the system. Go ahead and pick up a gun. Fantastic. That functionality is working. But we saw when we de-equipped the gun, it had the same error. So if we go back into our widgets, there's the player equipment slot, and what that is it's the tile for each item that you can have currently equipped to the player. So it's a very similar thing as what we did before. We're going to grab and drag detected, and we can see a break here, and just like that. Okay, and let's go ahead and play test again. And that's looking pretty good. Another common place that JcInventory is affected by the struct bug in Unreal 4.7 is the split menu. So if we go and try to split these items, you'll see that we no longer have an item. You can fix this in the JC user interface widget. go to the graph, then go to the event graph, and you'll find a collapse graph called interface to functions. Open that up and find our perpetrator event show split menu. And as you can see, the item data is not being passed into the function. So if we go ahead and compile that and save it, and let's go and test that. Okay, there we go. So that is the workaround for JcInventory. If anyone has any suggestions or comments or other workarounds for these bugs, let me know on the forum. But I have found, at least on my computer and my version of Unreal, that it is consistent in how the system's affected. And if we go over to the structs, we'll just make sure our JC item attributes, there we have it, the equipped actor. Okay, thank you very much.